welcome everybody to the Food Preparation and Restaurant Management Open House presentation. My name is Chef Davis. I run the program along with chef members here at Hartford Technical High School. Thank you so much for watching our video. Coming to you from the Hartford Tech Kitchen, so you can kind of get a little idea of what's going on. I also have another video on our YouTube channel, which is HT_culinary. Same handle for our Twitter and Instagram pages too, if you wanted to check out a little bit more about our program and see a few more pictures of what we do. If you need to reach me, you can call me at the school at 410-638-3804. Also, my email, matthew.davis@hcps.org. A little bit about myself. First of all, I apologize for my hair. I know I look crazy right now. I haven't had a haircut since February. Since then, the cosmetology department's been closed, and they're the ones who cut my hair, so I'm not getting it cut again until they open back up. A little bit more about me. This is my 6th year teaching at Hartford Tech, my 6th year total teaching. I graduated from Widener University in 2007 with my degree in English literature, and then 3 years later, graduated from the restaurant school at One on Hill College with my degree in culinary arts. I started cooking back when I was a freshman in high school. I was 14 or 15 was when I got my first restaurant job. Since then, worked at some local restaurants growing up around my neighborhood in Baltimore County, and then moved up to Philadelphia for college. And up there I worked at Granite Farms Estates, did my internship at culinary school with 12's Grill and Cafe in West Grove, Pennsylvania. And then from there I worked at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia for a year, working in the research facility, so I got to feed the staff breakfast and lunch every day. After that, I moved back to Maryland, and I took a job at Perry's Bistro as a line cook, and then I spent my last 3 years in the industry as the sous chef at Perry's Bistro. At Hartford Tech, I'm also the JV wrestling coach, if any of you are interested. If you have no experience, that's fine. Most people don't. Come on out, it's a lot of fun, and you'll get in great shape. I live in Bel Air with my wife and 3 daughters. We have exactly what we do every year. Freshmen, we do mostly book work. Because I have seniors and freshmen at the same time, I run out of kitchen space and I can't get the freshmen into the kitchen. So we do a lot of our learning is book learning the first year. So we do our safety, go over the food service industry, quality practices, what does professionalism look like in a kitchen, and then we get into knife skills, and we'll get into a little bit of cooking late in the second semester. Sophomore year, we review knife skills and review safety sanitation. And then after that, we go into soups, stocks, sauces, vegetables, fruits, grains, legumes, and pasta. By junior year, you're ready to take your ServSafe certification. And then we go into meats, seafood. We do a chocolate unit, and you'll do a baking pastry unit as well. Senior year is when you take over the restaurant here at Hartford Technical High School. We have a student-run restaurant, so this kitchen here we use to feed people in our dining room, which you can't see, which we call the Thomas Run It. So it's a fully operational restaurant, and we're open to the public. We're open Wednesday through Friday, 10:30 to 12:30 most weeks. This year, however, with everything that's going on, our restaurant will not be open this year. But we're still going to try to do some things to serve the public and have our students create restaurants and put out great food for our staff here at Hartford Tech. Senior year, so you will run the restaurant. We do a lot of front of house training, so learning how to serve bus tables, run the point of sale system, so you know how to run a cash register. And we do lots of fundraising and catering as well. These are just a couple of pictures of examples of food we put out. So the top picture, we did a risotto lab, so students were working with grains, and we made a bunch of varieties of risotto. The bottom one was homemade pasta with tomatoes and clams. Then we had some pork belly tacos. We do a lot of buffets, or we used to. Buffets will probably be going away thanks to COVID. We won't be doing so many of those anymore, but we usually do a Thanksgiving buffet every year. And then at the end of the year, we do a big pig roast. That was my senior class who graduated 2 years ago with the pig. I think some expectations for freshman year. You will not need uniforms, and there is no equipment purchase necessary for the first year in the foods program. You will need uniforms for sophomore year, so you could order them ahead of time. Usually we do a big order as a class, and it all comes in together at the same time. you will be responsible for purchasing those items. We have a lot of learning to do book-wise before we're allowed to get in the kitchen. I've been doing this a long time. I still have all 10 fingers, and my goal is to have all of you go home every day with all 10 fingers. I've worked in restaurants for a long time, and I've hurt myself a lot, and I don't want to see any of you get hurt. I've burned my arms, face, chest, you name it, I've done it. I've dropped a knife, it went through my foot. I've had a lot of bad stuff happen to me in the kitchen, and I really want all of you to be safe and not go through any of these injuries. So we have to really take our time, learn the basics, and make sure we're staying safe in the kitchen before I can let you come over here and start playing with knives and fire and all the fun stuff. But we have a lot of information to get to before we're allowed to get into the kitchen. So here in the food prep and restaurant management program, we really try to focus on developing skills and habits of success for later in life. The competency skill guides are a complete list of all the skills students should be able to master by the time they leave the program. It's quite a big document, and I didn't have space to share everything on the PowerPoint, so if you really want to see it, shoot me an email and I can send you a copy of it. It's about 4 pages of Excel spreadsheets, so it gets kind of boring, but if you really want to see it, I could send you a copy. Habits of success, those are available to view on the Hartford Tech website. So if you wanted to see what the habits of success forms look like, you can check that out on the Hartford Tech website. Before you apply to Hartford Tech, a couple things to know about what it's like to work in a kitchen. This is not the easiest way to make a living. We often don't get paid a lot. So the way we make up for it is we have to work a lot of hours in this job. So you need to have passion. That needs to be in your heart if you're going to survive in this industry. It's a lot of long hours. When I was working in a restaurant, it could be 10, 12 hours on my feet, 6 days a week. If I was doing catering, 12 to 14 hours was a normal shift for a catering job. So invest in some really good shoes because you're going to be on your feet a lot. I definitely recommend getting a pair of shoes designed for the kitchen, good non-slip shoes, not sneakers, but non-slip kitchen shoes. They'll be more comfortable and it'll help you stay safer in the kitchen. You need to ask yourself if you are okay with working nights and weekends because that's what this job demands. When is the busiest time for restaurants? When do most people like to go out to eat? It's on the weekends and nights. So that's what you're going to be giving up if you decide to pursue a career in the restaurant industry. Please try to work in a restaurant maybe before you apply. See if you know someone in the family who works in a restaurant, or you could ask a restaurant if you could shadow for a day and just come in. We're always looking for free labor to help us out. So most restaurants would not have a problem with you coming in and doing a shadow day. This industry is brutal, it's tough, it's very stressful. Your back's going to hurt, you're going to lose friends, you're not going to see your family as much, but the industry is very rewarding. We get to feed people, and that's just a very close, intimate relationship you can have with somebody, is being able to feed them. So even though it is a very tough industry to work in, it is very rewarding. So if you have any questions for me, please don't hesitate to reach out and email me. Again, you can check out our social media sites at ht_culinary on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you all very much for taking the time to watch this. I hope you got a chance to see what life is like a little bit here inside the Hartford Technical Food Prep Program, and I look forward to seeing you in person. Thanks and have a great evening.